Wow. What a Sunday. What a week, I should say. I, I got a lot. I got a lot on my plate. I'm not going to waste your time with the long intros. Just sit back, relax. You're listening to my honest take. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, listen. Welcome back. I'm glad you're back. Y'all know what time it is, man. This is my honest take, the only podcast that matters and the only pod you'll ever need with your host, Quincy. Thank you for joining me for another edition of my podcast. Hope everybody's doing well today. Dandy, feeling alive and well. Just listen, this I had to say that because this Sunday is a very important Sunday. I don't know a lot of people's feelings. I heard a lot of people feeling like they're dead inside, but we're here to make you smile. Okay, I'm here to put a smile on your face. So relax, just woosah. You don't need to fight nobody. I get it. All right. If you don't understand the jokes, if you don't understand the references, for my people who do live in America, because we are international, baby. That's not to my own horn, but that's thanks to you guys. I appreciate it. To my American viewers, what happened this Sunday was the Super Bowl. Okay, American football, and what a Super Bowl it was. Now, was it a Super Bowl in the fact of we saw some great football? Yes and no. Okay. Was it a Super Bowl, a great Super Bowl in the fact that we had a intense game where both teams was going back and forth? No. Was it a great Super Bowl that we were shocked by the outcome? Yes and no. So let's talk about it. All right. We're just gonna jump into the sports first, just because this is the biggest moment in the world. Well, in the United States first, right? Mainly, and then of course the world, because people do feel like American football is never heard out of the United States, which it is. So let's calm down, that people. Let's calm down with that notion. I get it. Regular football, soccer is global. Like the global, where people say you play football. That's the first thing that comes to mind for people outside of the U.S. But still, American football is still known across the globe. Now, um, this Super Bowl was how do I put it quite frankly? It was a Super Bowl that I wasn't expecting. I will say that. I wasn't expecting this outcome. Okay. Now, of course, if you do not know about it or don't follow football at all, it was the Kansas City Chiefs, Philadelphia Eagles. Okay. Now, everybody was expecting the Kansas City Chiefs to three-peat. All right, Mahomes three-peats. He's going to be better than Brady. Everybody's saying this. Oh, Patrick Mahomes is the best. There is no Tom Brady no more. We've heard it all. Okay. Now, here's the part that gets me. Okay, here's the part that gets me because it feels like people. It feels like people just bandwagon hard. Okay. Now, for the diehard Philly fans, congratulations, you won. All right, I'm gonna just spoil it now. Okay, we don't record the Super Bowl. You should have watched this live. So congratulations to all the Philly fans. Now, to the people, like I said, who wanted the Chiefs three-peat, what happened? What happened? Everybody was swearing up and down that the Chiefs was gonna do it. Mahomes is gonna show y'all who's Brady. Y'all were talking big shit. And what happened? I'm gonna tell you what happened. Nobody showed up. That's for sure. Nobody showed up. But but we can't say that and not give credit to where credit is due. The Eagles defense has shown they're the number one defense in the league. This defense held Mahomes in check extremely well. Extremely well. Now, it's different when the Chiefs are playing all these other teams regular season. You see they're running through these people, right? But there was one thing that a real football fan noticed, and if you noticed it, you knew it was going to be exposed in the playoffs. The Chiefs have one target That's Travis Kelsey. You neutralize him, now everybody else has to try to extinguish the the what was the word I'm looking for? They have to extinguish the liabilities, in their roster. They gotta try to cover it up so you don't see it. Okay. They don't really have a a true wide receiver room. Rice went down with injuries, right? So now you have Worthy, you had Juju Smith Schuster, forgot who else you had. But now you have to try to open your run game. Oh, Pacheco goes down. Now you have to use Kareem Hunt, so they had their injuries. But before that, they were still skating by. They were still skating by games. That's when people started to figure it out. They're not playing championship caliber football. They're playing just your regular season football. They're skating by in these games. 3 points, 2 points, 1 point, one touchdown, 5 points. Like they're skating by. Okay. Now, it's different if you have a record like they have 15-1, I believe, or 16-1, and you're blowing people out, right? That's different. Like we're gonna look at you and say that's dominance. That's domination. Or 15-2. I think they lost 2 games, right? Um, but we're gonna look at it and say, oh, that's domination, pure domination. That nobody can touch them, right? But if you're skating by like that, we're gonna look at you and say, hey, it's shaky. Yeah, you're undefeated, or hey, yeah, your record's nice, but it's shaky. And people even said it when they play the Eagles, they're gonna get exposed because they haven't played a defense or a team as well rounded as the Eagles. The Eagles are top to bottom the best team in the league, well rounded perfectly. There's no holes in this team. Now, you could beat anybody any given Sunday. Don't matter if your team's perfect. Anybody could lose. But when your team is solid from the top to the bottom, it's hard to beat that. Okay. And the Chiefs weren't solid from top to bottom. Okay. So you go into this Super Bowl, we were expecting a shootout because you can still never doubt out Mahomes. As much as you may hate him, you can never count him out, right? So a lot of people, you could say that with Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson. You can say this for a lot of people. Now, when we first saw it, right, the Eagles was moving, all right? Because keep in mind, they also added Saquon Barkley. And what you notice right out the gate, what you notice is they're keyed in and locked in on the run. They're keyed into stopping Saquon. And what's funny is you can tell who's casuals when they just say stupid shit. That's what a casual is, okay? Your casual fan, your casual gamer, it's just people who just don't really know, but they do it. Like I play the game a little bit, but it's casual, right? But in the term of the sports world, you don't know what you're talking about. You're a casual, okay? When you seen this, you automatically knew, okay, they're stopping the run. What's gonna happen if you stop the run? The pass opens up. It's Madden. If you play Madden, this is simple Madden. That's when you start doing play actions, right? So they stopped the run. Guess what happened? The pass became open. And what happened? Jalen Hurts made them pay. People said, okay, the Chiefs about to stop this. They gonna stop the run. Okay, what about the pass? Oh, they can stop the pass too. You okay? Let's say they do guard both. You still got Jalen Hurts who can run. Who's gonna stop that? Jalen Hurts himself. He's not good. Well, the Super Bowl showed it. Everybody who said all that shit, no, Chiefs 3P, the best team in the league, they got exposed. He got out coached. Even though we look at the coach for the Chiefs, Andy Reid, as one of the greatest coaches of all time, he got out coached and his team got outplayed. Okay? Because you keyed in on a run. Now the pass is open. Now you're getting torched on the pass. Now we're doing play actions, right? Eagles is doing play action. Now they biting for it. You're leaving wide open people down the seam. Now we're throwing touchdowns over your top. Now you're like, what should we do? Now we're throwing in screen passes. Now I got you trying to play the flat, which opens up back up high. It's simple foot, bro. Listen, I'm not no coach, but I'm telling you, the way I'm talking, I should be one, right? It's just a game of chess, people. It's a game of chess. And the Eagles came to play. So congratulations once again to them. Like I said, the Giants should be ashamed. Y'all gave away a key, vital piece of your team when Saquon Barkley, because you thought he was injury prone and he wasn't worth that amount of money. And he gets a ring right when he leaves. That's crazy. First year ring on a different team. That goes to show, of course, that's your whole organization. That failed. Now, now, if we really want to talk about organization failing, Chiefs, your organization is good. You have a dynasty still in the making if you could keep it up. But this loss right here shows that this is showing that you're not invincible. Teams are now noticing this. Yo, they're not invincible. You can beat them and you can beat them bad. It was 40 to 20, 22, I believe. But that doesn't show the whole picture. If you just looked at the score, you would think it was close. Ladies and gentlemen, it was 30-0 going into the half. Or I believe in the half, like the start of the half. Excuse me. 30-0. They just gave him the extra points because at the end of the game. People, this Super Bowl was one of those, yeah, it's over. It was one of those it's over moments. When you see something, you're like, no, it's over. I could turn this off and go do something else. Yeah, it was one of those. Not one of those, I'm scared to turn off because why should they come back? No, it was, I'm going to go outside. I'm going to sleep. I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to go do this. It was bad. So now, Eagles, you have the chip on the shoulder. You're the team to beat now. People are going to be trying to come for you. You guys got a team. You guys got a team, got a squad. We're going to be looking for a repeat, people. But don't think the Chiefs ain't going to be back because the Chiefs got embarrassed. They're going to want to come back and show people, hey, we still got it. So don't be surprised if it's a rematch right back in the playoffs. And then right back to the Super Bowl. Don't be surprised, people. Don't be surprised. Now, that's not why I want to talk about the Super Bowl, though. That's not why. I want to talk about the Super Bowl because Kendrick Lamar, wow, you did it. Kendrick Lamar really did it, and he did not give a damn. He looked sinister doing it too. Okay, so Kendrick Lamar, of course, had the halftime show in New Orleans. We're not gonna get into the whole spiel. I already talked about it. If you want to see it, go check out one of the other podcasts where I talked about Lil Wayne being snubbed. But Kendrick comes out, starts rapping, boom. At first, you're like, yo, what the see rapping? He's a little quiet, but he's going in rapping. Plays a couple songs. You got your Squabble Up, DNA, Humble. So at first, you're like, okay, playing the tunes, cool. Now, there's a part that everybody wanted, of course, the one song, right? We also had Samuel Jackson in there, right? Playing along. We had SZA with some soul songs, right? But there's a part where Kendrick walked up to a group of girls and was like, I want to play their favorite song. And they like, what's that? And he's like, but I can't play because they gonna sue. And then you hear the beat of doom, 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 right? So he's teasing the Not Like Us and lets us know, like, hey, I want to play this. But, they threatened to sue me because if you don't know, they were saying, hey, don't play this at the Super Bowl. You can't play this song. No. Now, here's the problem. I understand he won 5 Grammys on the diss song. I understand people are saying, yo, real rap's back. I get it. I understand where people are coming from when they say, yeah, Drake, you lost. The rap battle done. I get that. I'm fine with that. But when you have people calling you a pedo, a pedophile, when you have people saying that you mess with little kids, when people are throwing allegations that you sexually assault people, like that takes a toll because that could ruin your life going forward. Okay? That can make you feel like you can't do nothing else in life. That's the part that sucks. All right. And if people really want to take it there, they can really deny service. They can deny a lot of things because of that. So I understand the fact of Drake being upset about it because like this is my character that you're putting in jeopardy now. This is getting too far. So I get that. But I can understand the other part of the other fence where people are saying, yo, it's a diss track. We're dissing each other. Anything goes. And I get that. I get it. Trust me. But let's put you in your shoes. Let's say someone talked about your son. Let's say your deceased son, you lost him, and then there's a diss track and they talked about him. You're gonna feel some type of way. Let's say someone talks about you, being paraplegic. but you're a rapper. Oh, you're gonna feel some type of way. Like it don't matter what it is, you're gonna still feel some type of way. It's human nature, it's natural, right? And that can mess with you. So I can understand both sides. Now, like I said, they saying yo don't do this. You're pretty much telling Drake he's a pedophile on national big TV. This is crazy. Don't do this. He goes ahead and plays it anyway. I'm gonna just cut to the chase. He plays it anyway. He plays the song, people. He plays the song. Now, here's where things get real interesting, though. He plays the song and he's turning up, right? But you could tell that the crowd's not really super, super into it, right? Like the crowd was there, but this isn't something like where we had Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Kendrick on them. This isn't like it's just a Timberlake. Not this isn't like your Bruno Mars, Beyonce, Coldplay. Like it's not loud like that, right? So you're watching, boom, and of course, everybody say part A minor, you know, and and it's probably A minor. Yeah, yeah, everybody knows it, right? That's when everybody woke up. They not like us. Everybody saying, but there's a part where he looked into the camera and he said Drake's name right there. Hey Drake, I heard you like him young. Like that. Like. Listen, the smile on this man's face was demonic. Okay, I feel like he meant every word. Wow, wow, Kendrick. He pretty much saying, "I don't care if you sue me. I don't care about the lawsuit." And apparently, they saying Drake's not happy with that performance. He should have never did that. That's what they're saying. But we need to see some more reports about what's gonna happen now. But apparently, Drake's upset about it, and I won't be damned. I'll be upset too. You just went on live national TV at the biggest grand stage of them all in American football, the Super Bowl, and told people I'm a pedophile. That's that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt. That's the next level hating, bro. Next level. But Kendrick did it. Everybody is having mixed reactions though to that actual performance. Because the problem is this was a statement. This was a statement. I'm gonna be real. We're gonna call it what it is. We're gonna call a spade a spade. This was a statement performance to show you, like, hey, I don't care that you don't want me to play this. I'm gonna perform it. This is me telling you, like, hey, I'm dissing you here now on the stage. Anybody else who want to get it, don't do it. Like, this is a statement. Okay. Now the actual performance wise of it, that's your different piece because you have people saying like, nah, it's not that. I fell asleep. Nah, I really care before I turned it off. I thought he was gonna do more. There's words of special effects. Like people were craving an actual performance when he just gave rap. Now for the real hip hop fans, to them it's like they're probably, hey, nothing for me. This is cool. I'm fine with that. So it's interesting to say the least. But we all know what he was doing with this. We all knew. And hey, not like us is trending again. It's trending again. All right. So trust me, it's something that is smart marketing. But now, where's the encore? You see what I'm saying? What's Kendrick gonna do that's gonna be able to top this or reach the success of Not Like Us? I don't think he will be able to. And that's no diss, that's no hate. That's just because he played his cards a little too well with making something so popular, running it dry that people are gonna want that, and they're gonna want that excellence again. So it's like, what's this album gonna be like? What's the single gonna be like? What's gonna happen next? We're just gonna have to wait and see. But this Super Bowl was one to remember for sure. Definitely was. Now, I want to talk about something that's funny, but it makes you think, right? Because a lot of things been happening recently, right? With prices of eggs going up, tariffs left and right, borders closing, it's tensions rising. It's getting out of hand, right? Getting out of hand. So for something like this to happen, I'm about to say, it's kind of interesting in the midst of all this chaos, right? So if you're a PlayStation player, you will know that PlayStation Network was down for what, roughly almost what, 18, 20 hours. Okay. Now this is the second longest time it's been down since the first time, and I believe it's 2011, by a group of hackers, and they leaked a lot of information. People's cards and things was at risk, accounts, but PlayStation was down for what, a month? I think it was down for some days. I know weeks for sure, and that's what people thought was happening. Okay, they said it's over. We're getting hacked. Now, why would we talk about something like this if it's so insignificant? Well, it's not, because number one, PlayStation ends up releasing their statement and pretty much just letting people know, hey, just calm down. Little things we just got to fix on, and that's it. Nothing else. No more transparency. You don't even know what's happening. Okay. Now, with this happening, you have Krispy Kreme taking advantage of it, saying, "Hey, come get a free donut if your PlayStation's down." That was funny. That was funny. But I say this because Trump got into office, and now all this stuff is happening. Now you got infrastructures with PlayStation dropping, and Sony. What's happening there? We don't even know if they were hacked or not, because we still don't know information of what happened, why they were down for so long. Because to be down that long is something up. But like I said, there's a lack of transparency. Nobody knows nothing. That's why I want to talk about this, because now people, we could bring in conspiracies and say, oh, it's because of this, that, and third. Or we could use logic and say, yes, because of this, because of this, because of that. But it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is, where's the communication with people to know what's happening. It's interesting. It's interesting. So I'm just saying that because a lot of things been dropping or going down lately when it comes to technology wise. We need to make sure, hey, if you're not prepped already, get prepped. Get prepped. Get your eggs if you can now before they go up even more. Get your milk. Get your canned goods. Cause hey, you let Wi-Fi go down, boy, everybody around here gonna look like some zombies. They gonna look like some zombies. Withdrawals are gonna be insane. It's gonna be crazy. Now, besides people, normal people, I should say, going crazy. I got someone else who went crazy, and this is very explosive. Like this is groundbreaking. Like this exceeds a different level of crazy. Okay, so Mr. Kanye West, or formerly known as Kanye West, now known as Ye. How do I say this? He went to Twitter and said a lot of obscure and obscene things. That's I don't even want to say it in this podcast, but it was interesting. I could say one. He said free Diddy, so let's just start with that one. Um, as we know, once he gets on these little Twitter rants, it could go off the rails easily, very fast. And that's what I think was happening. He was truly off the rocker, saying a lot of things that we looked at and said, okay, come on now, Kanye, chill. He made graduation. Relax, yo. Let's take it easy. People can't defend him no more now. People are saying the graduation excuse don't work no more. He's lost it. He's lost his way. Now, we don't even know why he did all this. He showed up to the Grammys with his girl butt naked, and then after that, all hell broke loose on Twitter. He's talking crazy. He's arguing with people on Twitter. This is insane. It's insane. Okay. So he was supposed to have a stream with a Kai Cenat. If you don't know him, you should by now. One of the biggest streamers in the world. And Kai pretty much says, like, yo, no, I seen the tweets. It's GG's. I'm not doing it with him. And I could see to that point where it's like, yeah, you can't do that. But really, why not? I understand it though. You don't want to mess up no deals with people because if you got Nike deals or food deals, things like that, they will look at you and be like, "Yo, why do you have this type of person here?" Like these deals are serious, but at the same time, it's like you said you wanted to do this, like make it happen. Make it happen. But I get it. I do get it. It was just interesting that he canceled it because some people were just like, "Yo, it's not like you stand for it. You can ask him questions, bro. Why do you tweet this, bro? Why do you go like this? Like, why are you doing this?" And because then we can at least get some type of clarification for why he's wilding. But he calls it off pretty much. It's like, nah, he's not gonna do it, which I can understand to a degree. Like I say, you don't want to lose any deals, sponsorships, things like that. But I think I still would have said yeah because I had a lot of questions to ask. Would have been an interview, not a stream. I'll tell you that much. So we're gonna see what happens with Ye after everything happens. Is he gonna realize what he's been saying, or is he not gonna remember? It's interesting. It's very interesting. Okay, and I just can't wait to see it because yeah, yeah. This is what we need to watch instead of the Super Bowl. When Ye gets to talking, we need to sit down and watch that. That's the best thing to watch. But something very interesting that I actually want to talk to you guys about, besides Kanye, is the amount of racism that is in the world. Okay. And it's gotten to a point where people are being racist without even realize they're being racist now. Let's start off with this right here. For my fellow black folks, we can still be racist. I understand if you want to go by the definition and all that, where it's like you have to not be a minority and you have to gain something from it. So it's like, oh, blacks were already a minority, so that means we can't be racist. And what am I gaining from it? We're not going by the book. We're just going by, yo, if you walk up to this person and call them this term, is that racist? Yes. Okay. If you do this because they're this skin color, is that racist? Yes. Okay. We're just going off of common sense here. Okay. Now, we have a black man, okay, who has dreads. Not your crazy wild dreads. They're nice, kept it clean, long ones. Um, but not too many where it's like dreadlocks. It's just some dreads hanging, right? And he has some grills in, and his profession, a pilot. A pilot. Okay, he flies planes, passenger planes. Okay, so here's where the issue lies. There are some people who would not want to fly with him because they feel like they're not safe. And then you realize, okay, what do you mean not safe? Well, he has dreads. Like that's not safe. He has on grills. Look, I can't do that. Tattoos. Oh my gosh, it's not safe. So, with that intel, what does that show? Oh, they don't like the way he looks, the way he dresses. Okay, yeah, that's a fair assessment, but why does it make you scared to fly with him? There should be no reason for that. There should be no reason for that. Well, I mean, look at the way he's dressed. He don't look qualified, and I'm just scared for my life if he's flying on there. How? If he's a trained pilot who, you know what I'm saying, he has to take all these tests to even get there. Okay. Now, here's the problem that we all suffer and all face that we don't even realize it. When it comes to us as humans, right? We do something that everybody does, and when I say it, you be like, "Oh yeah, yeah," that we don't even realize, but we judge. Okay, everybody says the golden rule, is treat others how you want to be treated, and to never judge a book by its cover. right? But guess what, people? We judge every book by its cover, whether we realize it or not. Let me tell you how. Like I said with this pilot, he has dreads and grills in. Dress clean, right? But because you see him with dreads and grills, what's the first thing you're gonna think? She probably smokes weed, probably drives a Dodge Charger, probably is someone who's disrespectful, loud, ignorant, someone who probably carries a gun around, scared, is just gonna probably just shoot you if you try to do any funny movements, cusses a lot. Stereotypes, stereotypical. You put him in a category because of how he's dressed. But let it be the white man, nice comb over, nice little 5 o'clock shadow. Oh, you'll let him fly you all day because you feel safer. Black people, we do that as well to our own kind. Asian people do it to their own kind. Indians, Chinese, white people, we all do it to everybody. You may say I feel safe around my own people, or I may feel safe around someone who's just looks safe, right? But as soon as things make you feel uncomfortable, you gotta call it out. But in this situation, man's got his degree, man's passed all this, he's getting people down nice and safely. What's the problem with him wearing grills, having dreads? Now I understand certain places, certain workplaces and environments, you have to dress a certain way, style a certain way, act a certain way. But if he's able to do that, wear his hair freely, wear his grills, that means there might be no rule for it. So why are we trying to force him to do something that he doesn't need to do? I'm just speaking the facts, people. I'm just speaking the facts. This is not to disrespect nobody. This is not to feel like you have to do this. I'm just letting people know. I'm just letting people know. This is what I see. So I hope that pilot is still flying now. Hope he's not letting none of that get to him because if you're a good pilot too, man, keep doing your thing. Keep doing your thing. Okay. Don't let none of the other things that you see affect it. All right. Dress the way you dress. Do your thing. And that goes for everybody in life, man. Keep doing your thing. No matter what it is, people gonna judge you. Just keep doing your thing. That's it. That's the best advice I can give anyone. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you know what comes next. Like I said, I'm still working out the kinks for, but we here just just for what is it? I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Well, we're here for a short time, people. We're here with the minute news. I think I'm still working out a name. We're gonna find something, but y'all know that's where I just come through, give you guys a brief little summary of news that I didn't think was just really newsworthy, but I still feel like I gotta give y'all a little bit of it. So sit back, relax. Let's go ahead and speed blitz. Man, this is the speed blitz. I like that. We're gonna speed blitz right through this. Here we go. TikTok has been sued people by the parents of 4 teens who allegedly died attempting the viral blackout challenge. I'm going to let you know right now they will lose because this is your own fault for trying this challenge. I do say condolences to the actual teens, but you can't sue TikTok for this. That's their algorithms, what they're liking. You should have been responsible for putting monitors on it or blocks for your child. But because that happened to him, you can't sue the actual company. You should sue the actual person who created it. And even then, you will still lose because there's always one thing in life that's called free will. They had a choice. They did not need to do it. But like I said, rest in peace and my condolences. But that's just something I don't see really happening and going their way. Roblox is being investigated by the SEC. The platform has a long history of child gambling and labor allegations. For Roblox, that's going to be interesting because if they beat these allegations, are people still going to look at Roblox the same as the video game that's made for kids? It's marketed for kids. Are parents still going to let their kids get the game? Or are you still going to support the game knowing that, hey, they do this type of environment? That's the issue. Who's going to really keep the game in business? Who's going to buy it? We got to see what happens with that there. An Atlanta rapper by the name of Glock 40 Spaz says He went to school with Travis Hunter, who is a football player for Colorado University. Got a shot at Colorado. Um, but he didn't talk to him because he was lame and played sports. In his words, I wasn't playing no sports. I was playing with shit like this and motions of guns. Letting people know this is where he was at. Um, this is the problem why people say black Americans, okay, are pretty much dooming themselves because instead of playing sports, actually doing something to get your life in a good position, you want to sell drugs, shoot guns, and be someone who you're really not. So because someone's playing a safe, learning, going to school, playing sports, doesn't make them lame. Doesn't make them lame. It makes them smart because they're trying to better their lives. But instead, you want to act and play the big role guy. And the problem with that is things get a little too tough and you end up, what I'm saying, really in a position where it's like, yo, I'm stuck. You're not gonna have nobody there to get you out. It's just gonna be the same cycle. Same people's gonna be trying to get you out, but they can't. Then it's just gonna be longer and longer. It's a process, and let me tell you something. Not everybody wants to do that. So calling him lame for that, that's pretty dumb. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty dumb. President Trump, he signs an executive order banning transgender athletes from competing in women's sports. The fact that we actually have to do this is sad. Everybody knows it's not fair. It's just that simple. There's not enough to say about it. It's just not fair. If you think it's fair, you need to reevaluate yourself. It's just that. It's not fair. El Salvador's government paid for everybody's electricity and water bills during the month of January. I feel like I had to say that because it just goes to show, like, yo, they look out for their people. That's a lot of a love that you can show for your people to say, hey, don't worry about this, we got y'all. So that is interesting. I felt like I had to tell you guys because America can't get nothing for free. It feels like live in a free country and still not free. It's interesting, but that was all, people. I felt like today was a really good Monday. Felt good, felt clean. We talked about everything we need to talk about. And I just want to let people know I do appreciate each and every single one of you for constantly tuning in, enjoying the podcast, liking, subscribing, and sharing it, getting the podcast trending on certain spots for you. It's just amazing to see the constant growth and potential that this podcast does have. So I do appreciate each and every single one of you. Truly, thank you once again for joining another edition of My Honest Take.